By the way, I've disturbed you in your check, so I'll just shut up for a while.
Three movement ballast is the same as before. Strap secure in the front. Instruments, no broken glass. LED 0 flaps are fitted. Trim set for aero tow. Canopy down and locked in the back. Canopy down and locked in.
Oh, I do beg your pardon. Sorry. Yes, my canopy is closed in there.
Canopy's down and locked in the. The bench ready is as before.
Yeah. Okay, so the ones we've got, just for, well, when we're off the aero tow, please. The ones where I wanted to sign you off, steep stall.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry if I'm treating you like an idiot.
No, don't worry.
Well, I was flying with somebody quite experienced yesterday, who put the stick forward a little bit. Sorry, let you.
4, thank you, and 2, thank you.
And then pulled back before we'd really regained flying speed. So if it had been in the
13,
it would have been different. But so, and I'm afraid there are some people who are a little bit too wimpy and just wait till the nose to go down and then think they've got the flying rather than just properly regaining flying speed.
Yeah.
So I will be looking for stick properly forward and then just hold it obviously till it speed has increased. And so we got the we'll do the reduced G, and if you when we're ready, if you I'll shut up and let you concentrate on the aero tow.
Go on, I can
say rather than me demonstrating them, because you've had the demo sometime, I'll just tell you what I want you to demonstrate to me, and then we'll sign them off or not, as the case may be.
Okay. Cable's live.
Yep. Better put this away and go through the motions of following through, I guess.
All out.
So remember to stick right back to begin with, and then as we pick up speed. If I say I'm not too convinced, because it's supposed to make it less bumpy, but I find it with the stick back outruns and bumpy, so I have yet to be convinced. You've done a fair bit of flying with Alan Harrison, haven't you?
I have. He's a great instructor.
Oh, he's awful. Come on.
No, he's brilliant.
He's crap. He's also my syndicate partner, by the way.
Oh, is he?
Yeah, we've been in the syndicate for 21 years now. We get on really well.
Yeah, he's great.
I don't know if Alan realised. I put him down in many ways my best friend. We've never had a crossword as a syndicate. The wives get on well. He's very good. I think we have very similar attitudes and values as well. Well, I'll say that he did rush out to buy a glider once, a 24, but when we we'd probably get an ASW 20. But we tend to research, think, and we did have a third syndicate partner, Robin Hodge, who's a sort of, we like Robin, but money burns a hole in his pocket. He hasn't had the best, so he sold his ASW 20 and went out and bought unseen. Well, he saw it, but no it's better with an ASW 22. It was only after about a month he realised the controls were a bit stiff, and he bought one with bearings seized in one wing. So he had to pay £7,000 to have that done. Then when it went in for his C of A, Pete Wells told him that the undercarriage had been illegally modified, but Pete put it through as an insurance job, but that was another 11,000. He bought it, by the way, from an inspector. And Robin, in the end, he was a teacher at that stage. He wanted to have his own glider so he could fly any time, but my son-in-law Justin, was his salesman's dream. He went on Alan Harrison, who worked for Ford for many years, said, well, my next door neighbour's just bought a Mercedes car for life. Robin goes out to Mercedes garage and comes back with a brand new Mercedes C-Class, and then decides after a few months he doesn't like it because it gets muddy when driving across a field. And also said, well, I didn't tell you when I said my neighbour described it as a car for life. His neighbour was in his 80s when he did that. And then we had a bit of a bet on. Robin had got a Mazda MX-5. We were going out to a Lotus garage, and we said he'll come back and tell us he's bought one. And we've got it on film, Robin coming back and saying, oh, you've got to have one of these, I just bought a Lotus Elise, and he's a nightmare. Robin is...
Sounds like you can sell anything to Robin.
Yeah, so just remember that.
I'm a salesman too.
Are you?
Yeah.
What do you sell?
I work for a division of Honeywell called Trend, and we do BMS systems, building management systems.
Right, yeah.
So our controllers will control the main plant in a commercial building.
Yeah.
So I'm on the commercial specification side.
We're probably just flying through the... this isn't a hint, it's only at 700 feet, but that felt like the much better thermal we'd done last time, didn't it? No, Robin is a salesman's dream, and Justin then was an estate agent, so he was used to selling to people as well. But no, Alan's a great guy. I'm told we both have a reputation for being good at building confidence. On a number of occasions we've had to pick up people who've had bad experiences. So I mentioned to you the incident with the ex-instructor.
Yeah.
There are only two of us who were allowed to fly with her again because she's quite nervous.
Yeah.
And there are a couple of other people where I'm not trying to blow my own trumpet.
No.
I've been tasked with flying them, but I'm pretty patient and don't shout and... Well, no one does shout and scream, but...
I know what you mean.
But did you hear the story yesterday of cable breaks to my daughter?
No.
Did you? I think it's great fun because Vicky was at university at the stage and had 3 months layoff from gliding, and she asked me to give her some winch checks, and I gave her an awkward height cable break on the first one. And
was it yesterday?
No, sorry. Yesterday, did you hear me telling the story?
No.
Because Alan's part of the story as well. And anyway, to cut a long story short, I gave an awkward height cable break on the first one. When we landed, she said, I thought you did the nice thing and let me get to the top of the winch after a long layoff. I said, well, that's what I thought you'd be thinking. That's why I gave an awkward height cable break. Anyway, a few months later, after she'd had another layoff, she told this story to Alan, and he said, the bastard, I wouldn't do something like that. Got up a few hundred feet and gave her an awkward height cable break, and she walked right into it.
That's mean.
So she doesn't trust either of us now. But you've probably learned the hard... Well, you've been one yourself. Never trust an instructor. We should never lie to you, but we'll do our best to mislead you.
Yeah. Always be ready is the motto.
I had a chat who's now a commercial pilot and said, I want to give me a low cable break. And I said, there's no point because you'll be expecting it. So he said, surprise me. So when we landed after the power failure that I'd organised for him, he said, I wasn't expecting that. You did surprise me. Yes, I've got the bastard. Right, all yours. Remember, it was a little bit more of a climb.
Climb away, yeah.
Yeah, just to climb away. So because remember, it's the climb which maximises the separation even more than the turn. Just to let you know, my straps are tight. I've got no loose articles. Can you remember what the placard limitations are on this?
So VNE 151.
Yeah.
Manoeuvring speed 97. Sorry,
yeah,
97
this one is different. I hadn't realised that many guys you may know, rough air and max manoeuvre are the same. Yeah. This one is rough air 108 and max manoeuvre 97. Okay, so what are you going to do first?
Some clearing turns.
Yeah. And when you've done that, I'd like you to demonstrate a steep stall, please.
See there? Okay, I'm happy.
Yeah, good.
So demonstrate.
So not so steep that we end up in this tail slide, thanks, but in other words, a really good high note, nose high attitude, and then nicely done. Very nicely done. Well done.
Yeah.
Okay. What I want this time is a much more gentle stall.
Yeah.
And then just pull the stick back to show that the elevator is not effective. So that was very nicely done, by the way. Really neat. I must be bloody mad. Must I actually rather enjoy that. So stick right back, and we'll see. Absolutely. Oh, actually, no, it won't work now, will it? So there we go. Well done. So that's two sides off.
Yeah.
We've already done the sort of, so now just demonstrate the reduced G, not a synth into the stall. So hump back bridge, push over, and then pull the stick back to show that it's still working. Push over, and then yeah, okay.
Yeah.
You've got no more stalling exercises to do. Well done, really nicely done.
Can we do one more steep stall?
Oh,
Go like
you? Yeah, well, is it? You're paying for this one.
Make sure we're still alone.
If I throw up, it's because I'm reading, and it's probably never a good idea to read.
You ready?
Yeah, I'm fine. The only time I have been seasick was a Royal Naval Reserve minesweeper. Bloody hell. Actually, didn't feel anywhere near. I was expecting to be much worse than that. That really surprised me.
Right, should we try and find a thermal?
Yep, okay. So that was all very well done, by the way, really nice. But I expect to be so much steeper than that. I thought that last one, you were going to scare the crap out of me. That's not an invitation, by the way. Just behave yourself.
Around 10 down. What was that?
I'll tell you one we could do here, after you've found the thermal, and that is the changing effect of the rudder, because I'll let you do it even better on the 13. So what's the changing effect of the rudder at the stall? The primary effect of the rudder is to...
yaw the aircraft.
Yeah. And the secondary effect is to...
secondary effect of control, it would be roll?
It's roll.
Yeah. So it's been a while.
Yeah.
This one here?
Yeah, they look. I don't know. That looks pretty crap to me, but they all do, don't they? That's the trouble.
Just there above
And
the field.
just remember the airspace. We've got the cables down there.
Just there above the field.
There's the trouble I'm reading in the back as well. You're either in the thermal or the total engine is wrong, because we were doing 2 knots up according to me.
What, just there?
Yes. I suspect it's something wrong with the total engine compensation. But it doesn't look, there shouldn't be any lift around here, doesn't it? Tell you what, just pull back towards the stall.
Yeah, in the turn.
Or just in the straight and level, and then let's... No, I think it's total engine compensation that's wrong, and if that's wrong, that's going to make it. And then let's see the we know the primary effect of the rudder.
Yeah.
So just ease back, right, put it back to about 37 knots, or very close to the stall, and then just put in the boot for the rudder and see what it does. So very noticeable roll.
Yeah.
Shall I just sign that off?
Yes, please.
You've had 3 attempts at that, haven't you? Say yes, Graham.
Yes, Graham.
Yeah, well done.
To the left.
Yeah. I mean, for you, frankly, it's just going through the motions.
Yeah, I know. But be honest with you, I'm in no rush to go solo. Just want to make sure I'm safe.
Okay. Oh,
hopefully next
to be
weekend.
honest, I'm not. Well, may well. I'm not rushing you through it because you're flying well, though. It's a bit like Galid. Yesterday, the helicopter pilot.
Yes, the Israeli guy.
Yeah,
he's an interesting chap, isn't he?
He is, isn't he? Very competent, and we had the interesting cable break when we were given the white link, but it was held in somebody's hand, so we didn't see it. We just saw the black link. But apart from being a bit slow to recover, he was fine. He threw a very good low cable break, and he'll be solo very quickly. Just needs some exercises. I'm just trying to see if there's anything else.
I'm not looking for thermals now. I'm just slowly winding down.
I'm just trying to think. I don't think there's any more stalling we can do. I thought your steep stall was excellent. I'm still surprised that last one though, because I really thought we were going to be pointing almost doing a hammer stall and pulling over backwards. So when we did that, I don't know how you did it, but I wish I knew your technique.
Don't ask me, I don't know how either.
Okay, what's the minimum height for doing a 360-degree turn on the hill?
700 feet.
I've always been told it's 800 feet.
700. We had this conversation 2 weeks ago with
who?
With Alan Harrison.
I'm going to look at my notes because I think he's wrong. But you may know we had a fatality here some years back when we had an instructor up from Blasham who ignored the height rule, turned really low over the on the hill,
and came in.
Down there, at the bowl at the far end there, got in the curl over. I think he killed his passenger and seriously injured himself or the other way around and wrote off one of our K-13s. And it sounds really callous, but I haven't got much sympathy. He was told about it, had the briefing.
Yeah. You know, every time I get into an aircraft, I think I've got 2 kids. I think I want to go home to my daughter.
How old are they?
I've got a 14-year-old and a 2-year-old.
Gosh, that's a spread, isn't it?
Different relationships.
I didn't want to ask. I was going to ask. I just made a bland comment to which you could respond or not, as the case may be.
But interestingly, she is crazy about planes. My 2-year-old. She sees a plane in the sky and she's like, "Daddy, Daddy." So I'm hoping she's going to, I think it's in the blood, I'm hoping she's going to take it up.
I'm not, the only other thing but I don't think it's appropriate today because of the wind direction, is to get you out of position, but frankly we would end up landing with a tailwind on the east run, and I don't fancy it, frankly. So I don't think it's a good day for doing a modified circuit, I'm afraid, because of
got approach speed on now.
I know we haven't hit the ground yet, but you're a pleasure to fly with. So.
Thank you.
I mean that. You're competent and you're safe, and that's a winning combination for me. Oh, that's a house. It's a big bugger of a house down there. If it is a private house.
Let's have a look at that.
It's above my pay grade.
Looked really nice, didn't it?
Is this your modified circuit too high? I think it is, isn't it? Say yes, Graham.
Yes, Graham.
So I'll put another tick in the box there.
Thank you.
Right thing to do, I think, then.
Have a look at this.
I'm serious, I'm not going into the motions. I think you know us well enough at Dunstable. We don't lower standards because we like people, but that's a big house, isn't it?
Beautiful, isn't it?
If I had to live in Dunstable, I might go for one like that, right next to the gliding club.
How convenient that would be.
Yeah, because I live nearly 65 miles away.
I live in South London.
Really? Whereabouts?
At Sutton.
Oh yeah. I'm afraid being Essex boy, South London is a mystery to me. It took me years to discover this.
Well,
Burton and Morden.
That's where I grew up, Mitcham.
And when my younger one moved to Tulse Hill, I thought, where? Tulse Hill. Which, like so many parts of London, is coming up in the world.
Yeah, it is.
Seen how Brixton's changed, although Old Harbour Lane is still pretty rough, but Brixton is fantastically vibrant. It's a great, great place. And Tulse, sorry, I've got my knee in the way. I'm sorry if I'm chatting too much.
No,
but
I'm cool.
I don't get the impression I'm distracting you in your excellent flying.
Sideways there on touchdown, weren't we?
And we couldn't really hang a land, could we, anyway? So, well, I suppose we could have done, but anyway, we'll go. Well done.
Thank you very much.
I thoroughly enjoyed flying with you.
Thank you.
Your flying is very good. I mean, I would expect it from you with your background, but it is very good.
Thank you very much.
So you're